Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot it. Can't trust them cause they not my cause we worried about you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fields this way up at the 17. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. First and goal for the 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. (7-7) our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jackson, options out left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. But this feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down, Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Second and 10. Hurt sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And now the rookie's free. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jackson now. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th down, here's Jackson. Working left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game winner.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with. We the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, been taking all no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Babies for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend. You know the lie. You know the game. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pork cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, that means quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson looking to throw right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Finding space at the 40, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on, and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it.
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability. Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks down.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Dobbins once more, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Prochet on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put them on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake of the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be. And that cost him 15 yards.
On first down, Stafford here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What do you got? What do you got?
Now Stafford. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Akers. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. He'll get this to about the 38.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 8 yards to go on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find that man again, Andrews. And he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson will keep it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
he's got it at the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Stafford. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Stafford looks to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a give. Akers running left. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
A give running right is Akers. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, here's a run by Akers. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, LA. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. From the 44, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Nice run!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Tucker now to add the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Handing it off to Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give this to Akers running right. And some room to work. Touchdown, L.A. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens. Possession of the football.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And that's caught inside the 30.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.